Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, Sanjian Tarot. For this unboxing video, I have Tarot of Colors and Light by Carolyn Zing. This was from a Kickstarter that ran from April 8, 2026 to May 23, 2026. And I received my deck on August 4, 2026. Okay. Let's see. The deck I pledged for. Good Lord. Did I not open this? Maybe not. There you are. The deck. The tier I pledged for was for the deck and a notebook. And animated phone wallpapers. I think that I only got like 5 or 6 wallpapers, and it was animated versions of I think mostly the major arcana. I forgot. Okay, just checking on the condition. Looks good so far. All right, now this is actually, I guess I want to say version 2. Carolyn Zing also created a previous version that was just called Tarot of Colors. And this newer version is called Tarot of Colors and Light. Carolyn Zing also created Golden Dream Tarot and Winged Blooms Tarot. It was a mixture of flowers and birds. Okay. Ooh. Oh, before I open it, here's a box. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Yeah, as you could see, this is the design. A little bit more of, I guess, shapes and color than the previous box. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. All right, 2-piece box set with the cutouts for easy separating. Okay. All right. Ooh, okay. All right. Paper guide. Okay, yeah, that was stated in the campaign. Ooh, oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, simple, I guess, paper guide. This looks exactly like the same paper guide from the previous deck. Let's see. You know what? You're coming out anyway for comparison, so yeah, I want to say it's the same. I want to say it's the same type of paper guide. So yeah, it looks, I mean, it's even, well, it's not folded the same, but yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's the same exact information, same layout. So yeah, it looks like this is the exact same guide from her first deck. Okay. Okay, yeah, nothing interesting on the inside, just blank. Okay, and here is the back of version 2 and version 1. Now, I don't know if you could see it, but there is an eye here on version 1, and it glows in the dark. So you could see it if you, I guess, charge it with some light, or if you have a UV flashlight available, you could see the eye that way too. So, yeah. All right. Yes, and I guess rainbow gilding, same as the previous version. So yeah, rainbow gilding all around. Yeah, okay. Okay, did I show you the backs? Yeah, I did show the backs. Slight difference already with the Fool. Interesting. All right. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't know she would actually redraw some of the second version. Okay. All right, these are hand drawn by Carolyn Zing. No AI. She does state that she used a drawing software, and I'm guessing it could be like something like Photoshop or Canva or Procreate. I know for her first version, she did actual watercoloring for her first version. Okay. The size of the cards are 70 millimeters by 120 millimeters. The texture, I'm already seeing linen. No idea what the finish is either. So neither texture nor finish was stated on the campaign page. The cardstock, according to the campaign page, color butterfly paper with 400 GSM. But now that I'm feeling it, I'm not sure if it really is 400. It feels a little bit thinner. Or maybe it's the cardstock that's making it seem a bit thinner than 400 GSM. Yeah, so I wasn't expecting this to have the images redone or redrawn. Well, not completely. There's still some similarities, but it looks like there's differences. Like here, the devil, the placement is still the same with the devil here in the middle and then the two people here a little bit towards the foreground. But yeah, it looks like the devil itself is different. Looks like the people are different. Then the landscape, the background, the environment here is just a little bit different. Looks like the things that are the same are the font sizes and font types for the card. Oh, she added people for the moon card for this newer version. And I think I could see why the title is Tarot of Colors and Light. There is definitely some, I guess, what is it, addition or inclusion of light, like here in Judgment. I guess that, I don't know if that's a sun. Yeah. Yeah, there seems to be like there's lighting in these cards, or in the newer version. Oh, okay. Yeah, this goes to swords first. I put version 1 in order because they were already shuffled, but I couldn't remember what the order was of the suits that these were in. So let's go ahead and fix that. All right. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. There we go. All right. So next is the sword suit. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, interesting. It's an interesting change for the Eight of Swords card. Oh. There seems to be a little bit more activity, I want to say, in her second version, or in her colors and light version of this deck. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't appear as plain. Even the images of the character seems a little bit more defined. Yeah, look at that. Like just the horses, seeing the horses. I mean, there seems to be more definition of the horse in version 2 than in version 1. Okay, it looks like she had added a hand for her new version. It's interesting because these seem very simplistic in imagery, but it's like at the same time, like it's not that simplistic. I guess simplistic, but not too minimal either. Oh, interesting. Okay, this one in the Five of Wands, they look like they're fighting each other this time. Yeah, definitely more colors. I guess more imagery. I guess more artifacts. I think that's what I want to say. There seem to be more artifacts this time in her second version of this deck. This is interesting because so far it looks like every image was redrawn. I wasn't expecting that. Like, it's not completely redrawn, but yeah, the images are a little bit redrawn. Still had the watercolor effect. But yeah, like, so, yeah, see here, the Queen of Wands, it looks like here the sunflower is added, more foliage. Oh, okay. Looks like Pentacles is supposed to be up next. I didn't realize the pentacles are barely visible in version 1. Looks like she made it more visible here in version 2. Yeah, see, you could see the 4 pentacles, but they're very small here, and here in her newer version, they're larger and more visible, and I guess placed in an area where they can be easily visible. Looks like some of the pentacles here are a little bit, not really covered up, but are blocked by the title here, 6 of Pentacles here at the bottom. Aw. Looks like there's a change of viewpoint as well. Here in the first version, it looks like you're looking at the person at a distance. But in this newer version, it looks like from the viewpoint is closer to the person. So they appear larger. Yeah, so it looks like a change of viewpoint, like distance-wise. Like it looks like you're closer to the characters. All the cups are bright. I didn't notice that earlier, I guess, when I looked through the first one in a previous unboxing. Of course, very Rider-Waite-Smith themed. I forgot to mention that. Very, very close to Rider-Waite-Smith. All right, shuffle test. I'm actually hoping I won't run into the same issue like with the first version. Let's see. Okay, so color butterfly paper at 400 GSM. Wow, these kind of bent easily for a riffle shuffle. I'm not sure if these are 400. Yeah, maybe it's because of the paper. The campaign page said color butterfly paper, which I don't think is black core. So maybe that's why, because of the paper and still being at 400 GSM, according to the campaign page, which is why these seem a little bit more bendable. All right, so let's see, overhand shuffle. Ooh, a little bit slippery. Like I said, I don't know what the texture and finish are. Yeah, I'm seeing some linen evidence. So I want to say the texture is linen. Don't know what the finish is. I can't really tell. It's definitely not matte. And if it's glossy, it's not as gloss. Maybe it's some kind of varnish. Maybe I've heard of matte varnish. Maybe this is what the finish is matte varnish. So yeah, overhand shuffling is pretty good. Okay, the issue I had was, ooh, yeah, this was my issue from the previous deck. See, this doesn't seem as bad here. I had issues with the first deck after being shuffled and then put together. There was an issue with flushness here, where it seems like some of the cards were different sizes than the others. So I'm getting that issue here. Mostly with the top. So the top and bottom. Here at the sides, okay, yeah, this isn't an issue. I think with the first deck, the sides of the cards were not even. But here it looks like it's just the top. I don't know if I could show you, but here, see, when the bottom is as flush as possible. Oh wait, oh no, it's because I'm tilting the cards. Okay, maybe it's not as bad. Okay, maybe it's not as bad. It's probably the cloth being uneven. Here, let's see. Maybe with the box, can make it as even and as straight as possible. Okay, it's not as bad. I think the cloth wasn't aligning the cards evenly. Yeah. All right. Looks like that issue isn't here and doesn't exist. I can't talk. Yeah. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be an issue with the cards not being flush when shuffled. Okay, it looks like that issue no longer exists. Maybe I can demonstrate with the first version. So when the first version was shuffled, there was issues with the cards. Ooh, this feels thick. This feels like it could be, 400. Yeah, let's do some shuffling for this one. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay, and then, yeah, I'm already feeling it here, especially in the sides. So for this one, I think it's all around. Yeah, this one had the issue of the cards no longer being flush. Yeah, it was all around. I don't know if I'd be able to demonstrate, but yeah, I'm trying to get the cards to be as flat as possible, or as flush as possible on one side, so you could see on the other side They're not, it's not, yeah, can you see that? The way it's raised on some cards? Yeah, this was the issue I had with the first version when shuffled. This is as flat as possible, as you could see on the other side. But here, when I flip it around 180 degrees, yeah, they're not aligned. And the same thing for the top. So all around, it's not as bad on the top for this one, but I don't know if you could see, maybe it's not as visible on the camera, but yeah, this is, so you can see it's as flush and aligned, all the cards are aligned here at the bottom, but when I rotate it, you can see at the top, there's a little bit of difference in height for some of the cards. And then same for here on the sides. This is version 1. This is the version 1 deck. And I don't know if it was just my deck that had this issue. I don't know if anybody else had any issues with the cards appearing to be uneven in width and length when shuffled. It must have, maybe it is only my deck. So, yeah, but it looks like with the second version, that's not an issue. I don't even know if Carolyn Zing realized that was an issue with her previous deck being, I guess, appearing to have different sized cards when shuffled, and the only way to keep them all aligned is if they were in order. All right, so yeah, looks like that issue with the cards being different, appearing to feel different size when shuffled, is does not exist with the second version. Okay, and this guide. All right, yeah, it's a basic, it's just like her first deck. It's just one big paper chart and how the color relates to each. Well, I don't know if it's how the color relates to it, but what the main colors are in each card. And then here she has, yeah, so here we go, card, colors, and then core themes. And then same thing for the minor arcana. The card, the colors, and the core themes. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good paper guide. It's very simple. And yeah, just basic. It doesn't have explanations like the reversed upright kind of definition. So very, very basic. Here, basic information. Oh, here, it actually explains, here we go. Yeah, it looks like for this King of Cups, you could see it said the colors are navy blue and gold, and then she explains the relation of the colors to the card. Navy blue anchors emotional maturity. There we go. Gold represents noble compassion and mastery. Okay, yeah. All right, so at least for this deck, this guide explains the relation of colors. Yeah. It doesn't go into light. So it looks like it's just so it's just exactly the same guide from her from the first version of her deck, Tarot of Colors. All right, so my tier included this notebook. I believe it's just a blank notebook. That's nice. There's a little rubber band to hold it together. All right, so this looks like the Queen of Cups. Oh! Oh, it looks like a binder of some kind. Huh. Oh, I think I need to assemble this. Okay. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, there's a card holder. It looks like, I want to say this looks like a business card holder. Yeah, so it looks like this requires a little bit of some assembly. Okay. And then I think these are the pages to write. But yeah, they're blank. Ooh, they're not lined. No big deal. I myself prefer lined because I can't write straight to save my life. Okay, so there's 2 sets of blank, I guess, I don't know, paper. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, but it would require some assembly. Yeah. That's neat. Yeah, holds cards. I don't think it can hold... Can this hold a tarot card? It seems pretty small. I said business card just because of the size of the pockets. I don't think it could hold... Oh yeah, definitely cannot hold a tarot card. Okay, so business cards. I guess if people have business cards, and yes, business cards still do exist. All right. Yeah, and I think, yeah, a little pocket. I think this is where you can hold like a pen, maybe extra paper. Yeah, so this is like a notebook holder, I want to say, to, yeah, not just hold notes, but also business cards and such as well, and extra notes. Yeah, all right, so that's neat. Okay, and so there were stretch goals. One of the stretch goals was this badge. I think this is a strength card. It's just one badge. Yeah, it's just a simple... Yeah, see the way this pin is here? I've seen other badges where it's actually a safety pin attached. Yeah, I'm not kidding. But this one looks like the traditional badge way of pinning it like to your clothing. All right. And there were a set of stickers that was also part of a stretch goal. All right. Yeah, so here we go. Some stickers. Ooh. Ooh, there's texture. Oh. Oh my gosh, yeah, I feel something. There's texture here, especially where the character is. A little bit where the light is. Yeah, here it looks like the rays of light here. There's texture. Oh, there. Wow. Was not expecting that for these stickers. Yeah. That's nice. Geez, I don't know if the campaign mentioned that these would be textured. I don't even know how that's done. I didn't know stickers can be textured. I know they could add like things like fuzziness to stickers. But yeah, this is neat. These were neat. Yeah, this was a neat stretch goal. Textured stickers, not just ordinary stickers, textured stickers. Now, there would have been a custom reading mat or altar cloth to go with this deck, but that stretch goal was not met. So, you know, that's kind of a bummer. I would have liked to get a matching tarot cloth, even as an add-on. Now, my tier, because I also got the one with the notebook, included this little bag. It's not themed in any way. I think it was just an extra for, I don't know if this is considered extra, but it was included in the tier I pledged. Or was this a stretch goal? No, I think it was just because of the tier I pledged for. So yeah, it was just, here we go. Yeah, just a simple, actually, let's see if, opening seems kind of small. Handle is sewn in. I don't know if, can this deck fit? Ooh, oh, it looks like it might be able to fit with the box. I think the opening is getting hindered by the sewn in handle. I swear, it feels like it might be able to get in. Fit. Oh, is something stuck? Oh, I think, see, the handle is stuck. Got caught in the box. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the handle might get in the way if you're not careful. Ooh! Hey now! Can't really seal it. Okay, so that's because it's with the box. I think if I included just the cards, then I would be able to seal it with this. Alright, so yeah, looks like this could fit. If it could fit the box, then it could definitely fit just the cards. Alright, that's neat. Aw, that would be neat if this was a themed pouch and purchasable, like, as an add-on. Because I would have liked to get maybe an extra one to go with the first version of her deck. Alright, yeah, but there weren't any such add-ons like that. All the add-ons for her campaign would have been just extra copies of this deck. But yeah, this, I was not expecting such a difference between version 1 and version 2. It almost seems like an update. I don't know if it's an update or upgrade. There's definitely some improvements between the imagery of the decks. So yeah, I know these are just like the different cards, but yeah, you get the idea. Like the way these are, like this one, yeah, just focused on color, the first version, but the second version, color and light. You could see like there's like instances of light in the imagery. Yeah, so she didn't just take this deck and then added light on it and then just say, oh, now this is tarot of colors and light. Like, no, all the images appear to be redone. The colors, the color types appear to like be the same between the two. But the images and imagery, yeah, all they appear to be all like redone. Not in an extreme way. I mean, it still retains, I guess, the general theme where all the people are kind of, I don't know, almost shadowy like. I mean, in the High Priestess card, it wasn't. I mean, yeah, her back is turned. Same thing for the version 1, but yeah, it's just almost silhouette-like. You know what? No, I take that back. It's not silhouette-like, but it's the people in there are drawn simplistically between both of them. Yeah, was not expecting such a difference, and I'm glad the issue with the size of the cards does not exist or was taken care of for version 2. So I'm glad about that. I really would have liked to seen, I guess, pocket or like mini versions of this deck. Both of them, actually. Because, you know, I'm a sucker for pocket and mini versions. Because I like to clarify my cards in the reading. Yeah, I think this is a good deck. I put this upside down. Tarot of colors and light. So yeah, plus, yeah, look at that back. I don't think she added like the UV reactive, I guess, aspect of it like the first one. That's okay. But this is a great, I want to say, update or upgrade to version 1. They're both still good decks, though. It's just I had an issue with just the size of the cards when shuffled for version 1. I'll probably changed my mind about using that. I mean, I might probably use both of them in a reading. One would be for the spread, and then the other could be for clarifying. Yeah. Yeah. I wish there was a pocket mini versions of these decks. Now, the only problem is that neither of these are available for purchase outside of Kickstarter. Neither of them. Kickstarter was the only way to get these when they were first released, at least. I guess, like I said before, for this first version, the only way you could find it is if another person might be selling their copy. I don't know if the seller did like a retail added like a retail tier for this deck. Let me see. I know for the first one she didn't do a retail thing, or did she or didn't she? You know what? I don't know. Actually, let's look it up real quick. I'm already on Kickstarter anyway. God, I don't like this app version. All right. So the first one, five would have been the most you could purchase. No add-ons, so you can't. I don't think you would have been able to add more copies. Or maybe I'm wrong about that again. Let me see. Oh yeah, maybe you would have been able to add on more. Yeah, you would have been able to add on more. Okay, and then for her other one, where are you? Five, and then you could add extra decks if you wanted. So yeah, she had tiers where you could buy 5 at a time, and then you could add more to that. But that was the only way to get both of these decks. She does not have a store of any kind. She doesn't have an Etsy shop. She doesn't have an online store or anything like that. So there really is no way to purchase from the creator. The only way to get any of these decks, either of these decks, would be if somebody might be selling their copy through, through either their own Etsy shop or even eBay or Mercari or any other shop that sells like secondhand items. So yeah, that would have been the only. That's, as far as I can tell, that's the only way to get a copy of her deck. You won't be able to get it new unless somebody didn't open theirs when they got their pledges and rewards. All right, yeah. Yeah, that is the end of this unboxing. Hope you got something out of it, as well as my brief first impressions of Tarot of Colors and Light. See you in the next video.